Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to install the new Goldstrike Windshield Trim to this DCT style Honda Goldwing. And these will fit Goldwings year models 2018 through 2024 as of this video. The new Goldstrike Windshield Trim will offer running lights as well as sequential turn signals to the front of the Honda Goldwing, giving extra visibility to the Goldwing to oncoming motorists. Stay tuned to this video and I'm going to walk you through how to get the new Goldstrike Windshield Trim installed on this new style Honda Goldwing. So let's get started. Looking at the Goldstrike Windshield Trim, some of the features that it offers: bright white run lights, sequential amber turn signals. Startup animation features a burst of sequential light when turning on the bike. Plug and play installation using the Goldstrike 48000 plug and play harness, which is sold separately. I have here the 48001, and we can plug these directly into the Goldstrike distribution block if necessary. It complements the stock daytime running lights. It has 3M adhesive on it, no drilling, a clear lens, 89 dual color LED pure lights, and that's a total of 178 for the pair. You can connect them directly into the Goldstrike 48000 wiring harness. And if you have the Goldstrike distribution block and you have run out of connections, you can always plug in the 48001 into the Goldstrike distribution block. This part number is 18050. Let's get these opened up and see what actually comes inside of the contents. So I'm just going to cut away some of this clear plastic. And that's one of the things I really love about the Goldstrike products, is that it comes with an excellent 3-year warranty and all of their lights are plug and play. For more information about the Goldstrike warranty, visit the Goldstrike website. Also, I will include a link in the description of this video where you can pick up the Goldstrike windshield trim lights for your Honda Goldwing. Neatly packaged as always. I'm going to just take everything out of the box. Comes with the Goldstrike installation instructions, front and back. Tells you how to get the windshield trim installed. I'm going to set that to the side. Let's get these opened. So we have a right and a left side windshield trim. And on the back of the windshield trim, it has 3M tape. And it also comes with some zip ties, and it comes with some cable stays with 3M backing. And again, these will plug directly into the 48000 if you have the wiring harness on your bike, or you can plug these directly inside of the Goldstrike distribution block. No splicing of wires are required. It has a very nice chrome finish. Let's see if we can get this unpacked. So one side is going to be your left, the other side is going to be your right. And it's going to go on the Goldwing like so. So looking at the directions, you're going to park on a level surface, remove the seat, and it just kind of gives you the information on how to get these installed. All right, so let's get started on the installation. Next, remove the seat from the Honda Goldwing and do a test trial of the Goldstrike Windshield Trim. You can plug it into Goldstrike 48000 wiring harness, or you can plug it into Goldstrike distribution block just to verify that the lights are working properly before you install them onto the Honda Goldwing. As you can see, the lights are white when they are running. If I turn on my left turn signal, they are amber. If I turn on the right turn signal, it's amber. If I want to turn on my emergency flashers, you get in that high visibility sequential turn signal. I'm going to turn off my emergency flashers, and as you can see, they go back white. So you want to make sure that your windshield trim lights are actually working before you get them installed on the Honda Goldwing. Now that I've verified that the lights are working, now we can work on fitting the lights to the Honda Goldwing and getting these things installed. I'm going to take a little bit of painter's tape just to temporarily hold the windshield trim into position, and you want to do a dry fit. So you could tell the right side from the left side because the top of the wire will be at the top of the windshield trim. So I'm going to do a dry fit. And just try to line it up with the contour of the nose of the front of the Honda Goldwing. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of painter's tape to hold the windshield trim into place. I'm going to do the same to the other side. And I want to try to get that close as possible. And you want to do a dry fit just to make sure that you have the windshield trim lined up to the edges. The lights temporarily mounted on the right side with painter's tape. Basically, the way this is going to work, the wire is going to go over on the back side of this panel, It's going to actually come out here near the radiator. It's going to come underneath this side panel. The wire is going to route just above the panel lights here on the side. It's going to come around this cover, and we're going to be able to plug it into the Goldstrike distribution block. So this is going to be fairly easy. The only bolts that I need to remove, we got one here on the side that we're going to have to remove, a 5mm bolt. We're going to have to take off this mirror assembly. I'm going to take the mirror totally off. I'm going to take off this black cover underneath the bottom. Here near the radiator, we're going to take out 2 5mm bolts and 3 push pins. So we're going to fold this inside panel back so we can feed the wire down here near the radiator. So 2 5mm bolts and 3 push pins. The mirror assembly we need to remove, and the black cover underneath. And we're going to route the wire along the side of the bike, down on the bottom, up underneath the right panel, and then we can plug it into the distribution block. And you're going to do the same to both sides. So underneath here near the radiator, we're going to take out 2 5mm bolts and 3 push pins. So we're going to start from the bottom up. Here's a 5mm bolt directly here on the bottom. There's one. We got one here on the top, here in the corner. The more stuff you can get out your way, the better. There's 2. We got 3 push pins. There's one here on the bottom. Take it out. There's one. Push it in to reset it. There's 2. Push it in to reset. And we got to take out one more here on the top. Being careful not to lose that push pin. You want to open this up where when you bring the wire down, none of this will be in your way. So it makes it easier. The more stuff you get out your way, the better. And we're just going to let that rest right there. And we can work on removing the mirror assembly and running the wire down the side panel of the Honda Goldwing. So the first thing we need to do is take off this black cover underneath the bottom. So I'm going to just pull from the bottom to pop it out. I have a wire there from my spotlight, so I'm going to just let this black cover rest here on the side, out of the way. I'm going to take some plastic that came around the trim lights. I'm going to use that to stuff down in this hole. That way I don't lose my bolt, because I need to take off the mirror assembly. So I'm just going to kind of fill that hole with this plastic that came around the trim light. And I'm going to take off this bottom bolt. Be careful not to lose it. There's one. And take off this other bolt. There's 2. And you can let this mirror, if you want to let the mirror hang here on the side, I'm just going to disconnect the mirror to get it out of my way. On the mirror, you have a little tab. You want to push up on the tab. Push up on the tab. A flat screwdriver would work better. Just push up on that little tab. Once you push up on that tab, this thing will just pop out. Now that I have the mirror out of the way, we got one push pin here at the top that needs to come out. Pull that out. Push it back to reset it. I'm going to take my 5mm Allen, take off this bolt here on the panel. Be careful not to drop that bolt. Take out that 5mm silver bolt. Next, we are ready to run the wire behind the front panel. You can push the wire and feed it. I'm just going to feed it back to myself. Pull the wire through. I want to get this wire flat as possible. And make sure that it tucks over. I kind of put a piece of tape there for my mark. I know that's where my trim is going to stop. Next, I could go ahead and take off my painter's tape. I'm going to take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. I just want to clean this area where the light is going to stick. Now I can peel the 3M backing. And I want to find that natural curvature where the panel actually contours. And you want to press down. You want to press down and hold it. Now that I have the windshield trim in place, and now I can work on feeding the wire down the side of the bike. I'm going to take my fiberglass rod, find the end of the plug, and I'm going to feed it down the side of the bike. Plenty of daylight because I removed the inner panel. Feed it down. In this portion of the video, I fed the wire from the Strike Windshield Trim down the side panel of the front of the Honda Goldwing. I was then able to take the end of the wire and pull the slack through the lower portion of the trim. I replaced the trim panel and put back the 2 bolts and 3 plastic push pins. Please note that there is a 5mm bolt that goes on the bottom and a 5mm bolt that goes on the top. The 3 push pins go in the center. Once I replaced the bolts back into the Honda Goldwing, I was then able to feed the wire along the bottom of the panel just above the engine. Feed the wire through this area and pull the slack. Take out 1 5mm bolt. After removing the bolt, pull the panel away from the bike and tuck the wire underneath this area. This will make it easier to pull slack. Use the zip ties that came in the kit to secure any loose wires. Once you have the wire in position, replace the 5mm bolt. The Goldstrike Windshield Trim is now ready to be plugged into the Goldstrike distribution block or Goldstrike 48000 wiring harness. The mirror assembly can now be reinstalled using a 5mm Allen. Reconnect the side mirror wiring harness. Tuck the black rubber boot inside of the void space. Put back the 2 bolts that hold the side mirror onto the Honda Goldwing. Replace the black cover that goes underneath. If applicable, secure the black cover underneath with a screw located on the bottom. The removal process and installation is the exact same on the right side of the bike. It's the exact same as the left side of the bike. Repeat the same steps on both sides and test your lights and verify that everything is working properly. And this will complete my installation of these Strike Windshield Trim for this new style Honda Goldwing. And I'm going to turn on the ignition just to show you how it looks when you first power up the Honda Goldwing. So as you can see, high visibility lights added to the Honda Goldwing. The Strike Windshield Trim lights are white when the signals are not being utilized, but when you turn on your turn signals, it's gonna turn into a bright sequential turn signals on the left and on the right side. When I turn on the hazard lights, as you can see, sequential turn signals, very high visibility, and it allows you to be seen even greater toward oncoming traffic when they are coming toward your Honda Goldwing at nighttime. So this really falls under safety, and I like this because it makes you more visible to other motorists. So let me know what you guys think. I want you to drop a comment down in the comment section below, and let me know what you think about these Goldstrike trim lights for this new style Honda Goldwing. If you like the vid, click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And also click that bell notification. It'll notify you every time I post a new video. And also share this video. It'll really help the channel out. Check the description of the video. I'm going to include a link to where you can pick up these Strike Windshield Trim lights for your new style Honda Goldwing. So drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later out here in the Caliente garage.